Okay, recording. Welcome to TougeSW. This is series 3 of episode 2. Normally I do this every Thursday night at 10 p.m. PST. It was on twitch.tv live and then uploaded on YouTube later. You can always find those episodes on touge.com. If you want to see stuff that I've been working on all week, you can always follow me on Instagram. I normally post there. Sometimes I'll post on YouTube as well, every now and then. Pretty much like my vlog series. Pretty much when I do that. But yeah, that's my drift car in the background. So who am I? I am the Wandering Raven. I've been drifting since 2010. Long story short, it in Tokyo Southwest. I well before I get there, I'm born and raised here in Las Vegas. I did live in Oregon for a year. I was chased out of Oregon because bad business. If you want to know more about that, go to vegashackwear.com. You'll actually, right there, you'll have my book. Or if you come and subscribe to here, tell me a subscription on my Twitch. You can have my book for free. It don't matter. You'll catch my ebook on Amazon pretty much. If I can make it free for about a couple weeks, I will. Not if you have Kindle or whatever. It's pretty much there. Um, but yeah, born here, raised in Las Vegas, and yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the whole thing. It's like born and raised here in Las Vegas. Guess the easiest way to put it is I drift, I hack, I play video games. I drift cars, as you see in my background here. I drift the 1987 200 SX, also known as an S12 Sylvia. It came with a V6, and I've done multiple things to it. I was the first one for an S12 part to actually carbureted that V6. I blew up the motor twice, and now I'm working on my third motor, which is a CA18 D. Um, this thing's been a project, so yep. So that's that. When I say I hack, I basically my job is both inside cybersecurity and then IT admin, stuff like that. In engineering, trying to think of all these freaking roles that I have. There's so many freaking titles. But I've been doing IT slash cybersecurity for over 30 years now. Almost, well, at least, yes, that's, yeah, about 26 years. So 26, we're getting close to 30. Yeah, long. And then the last thing is I play video games, so a lot of times, just like before this show, I was playing Dune Awakening. That's a game I play often every night. I normally start about 7 o'clock p.m. PST on my Twitch, and I stream the games that I play. Always come and chill and hang out. Ask me any questions. I'm always an open book. Real. Um, so here's the next question: what is Toge Southwest? Or Toge SW? Other word that's short for Toge Southwest. Toge meaning mountain pass from a Japanese word meaning mountain pass. It's located in the southwest. The whole idea came from when I moved to Oregon in 2010. I became a part of a group called Toge Northwest. This was an amazing community. Came together, did a lot of drifting, a lot of autocrossing, a lot of other events. It was pretty fun. And that little group turned into another subgroup called Oregon Drift that we were able to introduce drifting to a they call it Park, PARC. It's actually a little race car track that's up in Canby, Oregon. And, it was actually a fun time back in 2010. I miss Oregon. I was chased out of Oregon because I was held against my will in Oregon. What happened was, long story short, someone held me against my will. Basically, held me against my own life, and my career was both up in jeopardy. And I had to come back to Vegas because we have family here. I have no family up there. I moved up there to change my life because I had such a very bad time between 2000 and 2009. A lot of bad trauma, a lot of everything. That's why I kind of wrote it. No, that's why I did write it all down in my VegasHackware.com. That is what Touge Southwest is. Touge Southwest is a community. Well, started as a community that didn't take off because Vegas is a different car culture than it is up in the Pacific Northwest, and so I lost. Uh, didn't lose interest. I lost basically. I don't know. I got discouraged and kind of threw it in the back burner, and I turned it into a little basically a place to host images and stuff like that. And then 2019, my mom passes away 2 days after my successful, beautiful freaking runs that I had for when I was at Vegas Drift. So, and since then, a couple years, well, about last year, I decided to bring this back. I started doing this type of vlogging slash podcasting, talk showing, whatever. Right now, it's just basically me trying to own up what I've been doing, trying to get myself back out on the track, and trying to get myself going. That's the whole point of this. Basically, I'm building this up, trying to build a name, starting off with what I'm doing here, going to events, trying to record them as well. I'm trying to, as soon as I can get my car back at the track again, I'm gonna start really pushing together, building my own little community with Tailgate Southwest. And hopefully, I'll figure out how I'm gonna be able to start roping in other people as well. Maybe this could be an actually good thing I can start introducing. Unless I end up going back to Oregon. If I do that, then I can actually reverse southwest to northwest because I technically took over northwest. So, and that's it. Let's go next. Well, the next one is the meats and potatoes of this one. What did I do last week to the so give me a minute and I got pictures I can share because I did say I was going to work on the power steering, and which I did. And content should be um gotta love Windows. All right. So what was last week? Come on. Week was the 28-29. So let's start with this image. Nope, that's that. Um, all right. So this means nothing. Yeah, I was writing. Okay, so here's my status update for the car. Show what I've done. Ran lines. Basically, I got the hose already in. I was trying to figure out how to mount this, so I found it here. Trying to make sure I can mount somewhere where it doesn't interfere with this. Like I can hit here, so yeah, I think I got it. See what this one is. Another angle of it. So I just gotta cut the hose still, but I just want to make sure it's long enough. Because one's going in the front here, the other one's going over here. And we already have this one going here to here, so that's good. Um, oh, that's what I need to do. I need to get more zip ties because I'm out of zip ties. So I need to go to Harbor Freight tomorrow. Good reminder. Of course, me daily driving this thing again. I was trying to get that, but if you know what that is, it's called ISP.net. ISP.net is LV.net. I was their CISO for 10 years. And long story short, I wrote VegasHackWare.com. A lot of it's about that whole situation. Sorry. That's pretty much what I got done. Um so what's next? So that's a whole lot. Basically I did install the belt. I did take a picture of the belt. So where's that picture? The phone is a little slow, so please bear with me here. I think it was this. I can't even see. Really? Nope. Can't see this here. I was doing that test fitting. Is it? Yes, it is. Look at that. Part number. Not on there. Yeah, I took a picture of this. And belt actually works. It fits in there. I can stretch it out and lock it in place. Before I do that, I'm just gonna make sure I get everything set up, and then I'll lock it in place. Then start putting everything back together. I kind of want to make sure I have everything set. So I'm trying to see if there's a way I can do fluid testing before I fully put it all together. The way I've set everything up is basically I do what they call an NPT replacement or AN fitting replacement, and kind of did something along the lines for that. So, thanks to Evil Energy for that one. Not sponsored by them by any chance, but yeah. But I found the part number. This motor is not. This is JDM motor, so part numbers I have to actually fish for them. This was a Toyota belt. A Toyota belt number actually works. And I think that was for a Toyota Camry, which is weird. So I've got that mounted here. We got the belt here. We got that mounted here. I got a zip tie in it right now, but I'm gonna have to. As soon as I get a new battery for my drill, I'm gonna have to drill a couple holes in the mount that I found, so I can actually mount that together so it's solid. I need to do the same for this one because it's just how it's all set. But everything here sits fine. Everything's here sits fine. Since I cleaned up the stupid wire mess, I can sit this here now, which is amazing. I still need to find a buff valve to sit over here, so I need to figure that one out. I need to make sure it's a legit one, not some eBay knockoff. Oh, things to do. This is set up. So yeah, me being really, really nitpicking on all this stuff, is ensuring that, when I'm back out in the track, we're going to be working. I would also want to drive this to make sure it's stable. So I'm going to drive this to the store. I'm going to drive it to work again. I want to make sure it's good to go because back in the time I was daily driving this. I want to do it again. That's like that's my way of making sure that it's going to be reliable. And I'd rather go on reliability than just to put it together and hope it works. All right, so next, what's left for what's left to get me going? All right, so it's Excel spreadsheet. I think this is it. We just saved it this time. Okay, so we're doing this. Mine's ordered. Almost done. So let's put that in there. Almost done. We're done with the cleanup. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've got done. What's next? Once that's done, oh, we already did that. So once that's in, we're definitely gonna do these two. But whatever's left over here, still have to do this. I have to do it this weekend. So hopefully I can get back in there this weekend and go get that. And double check everything on that. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to get that done, so that's what I got planned. And what else is I'm having planned is, you know, I know this is July 11th. That's Friday night, I believe, right? That is, yeah, Friday night. So I'll probably do another report on Thursday of what I've done. I'll probably revisit this then. But I'm gonna definitely do a coverage on this on Friday night. Um, it should be fun. You know, good old drifting. I will really want to do this again. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Um, drift. Hmm. Mm, yeah, get my S12 back out there. Now, uh, let's do. Why do I need. Hmm. Right, so let's see. All right, so I've been drifting since 2010. I drifted this car with and without power steering. So with power steering, I can tell you that it's much easier to full lock like this than it is without. Because it does require a lot more strength when you're doing it, no matter how fast you're going or how much air you have in your front tires. It all depends on the tires too. I mean, I'm rocking 16s on these, and the other S12 that I have are on 15s. And it doesn't have power steering, but it's definitely drivable with power steering. But it is actually, you don't have to have power steering for drifting, but it's definitely makes life easier. So that's the whole point. That's the whole point of that. That's why I'm doing power steering in the car now. I want to make sure it's good. Go. So in closing, that is one. I'm working on the car. Hopefully, I'll get some more changes done this weekend. It's definitely hot. It's gonna be really hot. It's gonna get super hot again. It's over 107 degrees, 110, 120. I'm still waiting for it to actually hit 130. I know that's coming soon. It's gonna happen. But hopefully I can get out of Vegas before then, but whatever. So in closing, I do this every Thursday night at 10 p.m. PST on Twitch. You're free. You can always come in anytime and talk to me about anything car related here. How to set up your car for drifting, or how to build basic car for drifting, or if you have any automotive questions that I might be able to answer, go ahead and ask. I can always help you figure it out. Um, I'm pretty knowledgeable. This is like a hobby of mine. This is like the best hobby of mine because I have extreme tech burnout from my current job, my previous roles. You work as a CISO for 10 years and you get so much trauma and stuff happening. You just get burned out because now you have to reclimb that ladder again just to be somebody, and sometimes that's like really, really, really hard. Um, Drifting helped me through the first part of the when I was working at the casino for a couple of years to get past all that extra burnout. The more I did this, the more it helped me immensely. It's called drifting therapy. That's why why I need it. It's a must-have thing. Um, or I'm just gonna, or it's just like I don't want to keep working kind of thing, if that makes sense, because I want to this is what I work for. This is what I'm going for. This is what I want to do. I want to do. So that's what I'm here. What I'm trying to do. So Q&A is normally open at the end. So if anybody was there or anybody is there, feel free to ask anything now, anytime. That I am wrapping this up, and this will be on YouTube and tougesouthwest.com. Episode 2, and I hope to catch you later. All right. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back. I might be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but if I am, it'll be gaming of some sort. Maybe more Dune, or maybe I'll do Hell World again, or something. Or maybe I'll just go crazy and become Beavis and Butthead again. But I'm pretty much done with that. So, other than that, I will catch you later. And if I'm back on the weekend, I'm back on the weekend. If not, I'll see you on Monday, 7 p.m. PST. We're live till 11. So have a good night, and see you later.